Future Andy, make that better.
I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York.
All right, first order of business, you know the drill. Coffee first. Okay, so we made a mistake waking up at like 7 because nothing's open. If you notice, a lot of the B-roll in this is super low to the ground. It's because in the last video I mentioned my Gorilla Pod broke. So we're kind of hanging out in Chelsea Market so I can go to B&H and pick up a new tripod because I literally can't set up any shots. Either that or this guy is my tripod for the time being. So, thanks.
Steady hand.
It's empty in here. Everything's closed. We made a mistake by waking up early. This is weird.
Thought it was the city that never sleeps.
That's what I thought too, but apparently the entire city is still hungover since it's a Saturday morning. I don't know. I mean, this place is cool to being empty, but there's nobody here. I can't even go in half the shops. Basically, we're just trying to kill time until B&H opens. Are you just the tripod now?
Mm-hmm. Now you're in frame.
Okay. Apparently I'm dyslexic. B&H is closed until tomorrow. So now I don't have a tripod. Now we're just wandering, right, Schumann?
Right.
We're at the new little island thingy in New York, which is awesome, but I'm so upset right now. I don't have a tripod, so Schumann is gonna have to be my tripod for a little bit longer. And these shots are just not up to par. But this place is cool, so.
Exploring.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I ride my bike, I roll.
Say that again?
I was wondering if pigeons in New York have New York accents, or if they have British accents, like in every movie, or if that's just a facade or fallacy.
What?
No, I'm not high.
Best Buy came in clutch. But now I'm all sweaty from walking.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Alright, so I know Josh is here right now. Where's now I gotta cut that out. Alright, so now we are on to why I'm actually here. To meet a very special somebody and film with them and ask them 73 questions. So this is gonna be fun. So, channel, say hi to Dr. Cellini.
Hey.
That's the problem with these classes. Just...
Alright, you're good. Do a little test. Yeah. Did I hear a Sony start?
You did. Beautiful sound, right?
Just Sony's. Alright, so The very special thing I was talking about today is I am joined by a very special guest, none other than Andy Nguyen, new MS2. This girl's the hardest. Well, probably is worse.
You're not helping me.
Still, he's on the path to become, a doctor, and
Like the med student PTSD kicks in, like you want to run.
all right. So far, in your 1 year experience.
All right. We have a very special guest here on the channel today. Who?
Not that special.
Well, I never expected to be here a year ago. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, you never know. Never know what happens.
So I'm not sure if. Yeah, you probably have seen the 73 question interview before this came out. But for those who still don't know you,
I am Dr. Cellini, also known as Michael to my wife and all my friends. I live in New York City. I'm an interventional radiologist here, and I also have a YouTube channel, Dr. Cellini. You should go check it out.
yeah. So, where are you from?
I'm from Augusta, Georgia, born and raised. No, I was born in Augusta, Georgia, which is why we kind of bonded together.
Yeah.
But I was born and raised in Georgia. I lived there until I was 24, I think, before I moved to New York City, eventually. So yeah.
Okay.
Born and raised.
Hey, and like for one, thank you so much for answering my email in the first place.
I feel bad because I was delayed. I was in the worst stretch of call, and you emailed me, and I was like, I want to get back to it. And I left it on unread, and I was like, I gotta get back to it. And I saw it every day, and then like finally I was like, all right, I gotta get back to these emails. And I'm emailing back, and here we are.
You do it. I sent that email fully expecting you would never answer.
I read all the email. I see them all. Like, I try to.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
See, what a humble YouTuber.
I try to. That's the goal. But sometimes it's too much, and sometimes people are mean. But I don't answer those. But I try to answer whatever. Especially working with other creators, it's awesome.
Yeah. So, one of the craziest things over this past year that I've gotten to do is meet a ton of amazing physicians and even students in different graduate health programs through the 73 question interview series. And on my search to find a radiologist or interventional radiologist, I had the great idea of let's hit up some decently famous people.
The only interventional radiologist you know.
The only one on YouTube, because
the only one in my field.
Well, it's just easier to have people on camera that are used to being on camera.
Oh, for sure.
I think it's easier for both parties,
Yeah.
per se. And I think it's giving you guys a more insightful look into the life of an interventional radiologist, even though he has a YouTube channel, so go check it out if you haven't.
Yeah, if you want to see my entire life on there, including all the call, everything, check it out.
So while we're on the topic of YouTube, one of the reason why I reach out to people who are in this field is because you guys have been there and done that and managed to really merge your creative and medical careers. So just tell me a little bit about how you first started and then how you've further seen that integrate.
Yeah, no, I first got started probably 3 years ago. I used to do a lot of Instagram stuff. That's kind of what I was doing. I was posting radiologic images because there were no radiologists on Instagram, and how are there no radiologists on Instagram when it's an imaging-based platform? So it was kind of mind-blowing. I was like, well, then I'll start doing it. So I started doing it, and then people like Antonio WebMD, shout out him, he was like, why don't you start a YouTube? And I was like, no, that's a lot of work. And eventually I started it. I bought a camera because I wanted to do photography and stuff, and that also did video. Started it, saw the views, people liked it, and I liked it more because you can kind of express your personality more than just some silly still frame picture that's super edited.
Yeah.
So started doing it more, and people liked it, so I kept doing it, and here I am.
Okay. And so how many subscribers do you have now? Are we doing a real time count?
It's 200. That's my brother. Shout out him too. 218,000.
Woo.
Currently, yeah.
So, and what is your most viewed video? How many views does it have?
Most viewed video is the how I memorized everything in med school video, which is like the one I was telling him earlier. It was-
Yeah.
I made it at like 2 a.m. It was some garbage video, but it has over maybe almost 2.5 million views now. It's still, people watch it all the time. It's crazy to me. It's still crazy.
And so you future Andy, edit that out. So you've been doing this for a while, and you said you started did you start in residency or in med school?
Yeah, I started it was my second or third year of residency. I started it.
Okay. Did you ever think you'd be in the position you are now?
No. I wanted to be because I love creating videos and I saw a potential in it, especially in my field. There's nobody in radiology or interventional radiology for that matter, and I wanted to become more successful in this niche. But I never envisioned having 10 followers, let alone 200,000.
That's awesome. So I have two more quick questions for you.
Hit me.
First one being, I've had a bunch of questions from people on TikTok and even in the comments of people who want to start, I guess, pre-med or med school YouTube channels, or even just social media in general. From someone who's been there, done that, words of advice for those people.
I think the biggest fear everybody has for starting YouTube or Instagram or anything on social media is putting yourself out there and hearing what other people say about you. So a lot of my friends want to do this stuff, especially other physicians, but they're worried about what their friends are going to say, what their family's going to say, they're going to make fun of them. And yes, they do. People give you a hard time for starting out, but they always come and ask you for things later on down the road once they see you become successful. Those same people. And I say this because I don't want you to be discouraged. You should just go out there and do whatever you want to do and be yourself, make your own videos. And if you put out solid content consistently, people are going to watch it and you say goodbye to all the haters. And that's my favorite thing to do.
Spoken like a true seasoned creator.
That sounds a little harsh, but I mean, you know what I mean. Just do your own thing. That's my point is do your own thing. If you want to do YouTube, do it. Don't care what anybody else says about it.
Yeah, and I think in a post-COVID world, everybody realized the importance of media presence and the talent that entire industry has. Mm-hmm. So now is the best time to even start.
100%.
And so last question, more of a reflective question. One on a wholesome note. Do you have anyone to thank?
Yes, I would thank my mom for allowing me to kind of go to med school and providing me with any of the resources to get there. And then I'll thank my wife for putting up with me for not only, she's been with me my entire residency, 6 years, but also when I'm filming in the house and making a mess, and she has been supportive since day one, and to have other supportive people around you to make this kind of content it's a must, and it helps you keep going, and when they push you, it makes it even better.
All right. Well, you heard it here first. I think we're going to conclude today's vlog with the star. Here.
Let's not get too crazy here.
Yeah. I still have another day here in New York. We'll probably film a little bit around and maybe get you more of a sneak peek of the pre-med Josh and Josh Chen over here. So, see you guys in the next one. Actually, you know what? You do the honors. Cover the camera lens.
Make sure you smash that like, subscribe button. Follow NDMD and Dr. Cellini. And we'll see you all in the next one.
Cover the lens. Cover the lens. Future Andy. Make that better.